Quarterback is the most important player in American football. Everyone knows that. But the qualities of an elite quarterback are the same attributes that demonstrate exceptional leadership under pressure. And quarterback, even though I titled it An Immigrant's Guide to Corporate North America, is not just for immigrants. Everyone in the corporate space needs to be a leader and lead their careers. Now, let's look at some of the essential qualities of a quarterback. Field vision, pocket presence, communication, mobility, confidence, right? Field vision, for example, the quarterback visualizes the entire field when they're playing a game. Now, if you bring that to the corporate space as an immigrant, you're supposed to have strategic vision. You're supposed to understand the long-term vision of your career. Where do you want your career to go? You're supposed to understand the dynamics of the team you're working on. You're supposed to understand the political environment of the company you're working for. So, field vision for a quarterback, studying their field, strategic vision for an immigrant leading their career in corporate North America. Talk about pocket presence. Regardless of how things are going, a quarterback is always calm. And as an immigrant, things would always go wrong. But you have to maintain that calmness and composure at every point in time. Let's talk about confidence. Regardless of how the game is going, even if the opponent is winning, the quarterback maintains the same level of confidence and they will play till the final whistle is blown. You cannot at any point in time lose your confidence as an immigrant in corporate North America. You always have to have your spirit up. Your confidence has to be on point all day, every day. Let's talk about preparedness. A quarterback studies their opponent. They go as far as watching game tape of their opponents to know their tricks, to know how they play before they get on the field. As an immigrant, you need to at every point in time know what you're against. You need to study the people you're working for. You need to study how they play. You need to study how they work. You need to study the kind of attitudes and attributes they bring to work so that you can understand how best to get along with them. You don't have a choice, you just have to do it. Let's talk about communication. When a quarterback is playing, they call out their audibles. And even when they do a touchdown, they are like, yes, I did it. And they're always communicating with their teammates because a quarterback is a team leader. They have to get the team in order. They have to assign everyone their tasks. They have to, because they are a team, they have to play in synergy with one goal in mind to win the game. As an immigrant, you have to communicate your wins. It's not enough to do excellent work. Your manager needs to know what you're working on. And even when you're given a task, whoever gives you that task, you have to have daily touch points with them to communicate progress. So these are just some of the qualities of an elite quarterback. And there's a whole lot more. I did a deep dive study on what makes a quarterback elite so that I will be able to bring in that metaphor with enough knowledge and do the parallel between this is what the quarterback does and this is what the immigrant should do, so that you, the immigrant, becomes the quarterback of your career. When you get on that field, when you get in the office, you give yourself a tap on the back and you say, I'm the quarterback. Regardless of what happens, I'm gonna win because you win.